official numbers. We have not gotten official numbers because they are not. The protests are still ongoing. Yes, it is No King's Day. I went to my local one. I'm proud. So did I. Um, wasn't live streaming because last time I live streamed it was kind of awkward. So instead, I'm doing my I'm doing my due diligence by just talking on here on social media about it. But because it's a free country, womp womp. Um, but yeah, so I'm really excited to see the final numbers. So in June, we had the first No Kings protest, No Kings 1.0. We roughly 5 million people showed up to that one, making it one of like the top 3 largest protests in like modern American history. Then October was No Kings Day 2.0, roughly 7 million, making it the largest single day protest in modern American history. And then today is No Kings Day 3.0 with 9 million people expected, maybe even more, marking it, if it is 9 million plus, the largest single day protest, beating 2.0 and 1.0 in modern American history. Now, the cool thing about this, you take a look at the statistics, 2/3 of the RSVPs are coming from rural areas. Take a look at like South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Michigan, states and cities that did not go out and protest during the first 2 No King's Days. And that's really interesting to see. Obviously, this is after the gas prices. This is after the war. This is after the files. This is after the war crimes. This is after all of that. So it is really interesting to see. I mean, take a look at Florida as well. Thousands of people in deep red cities in Florida and in rural places. But we're going to talk to Mike here. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
To an extent. I mean, I only ever really liked his tax policy. Otherwise than that, the guy's a huge bozo.
But overall, if you could go back in time, who would you vote for?
Oh, I mean, him, he saved me a ton of money.
How much money do you make a year?
I'm pretty comfortable. It varies at a personal level. I'd say anywhere between $600 and $900 annually. He cut my personal rate by 2% as well as cut the corporate rate by 14%. So that was pretty huge for my trust.
How much do you say you make annually?
It varies. It could be anywhere between 6 to, doing this year, I gave you about 780.
780,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I can agree with you. He definitely does benefit you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Otherwise than that, though, the guy kind of sucks.
I just think overwhelmingly, I think that even if he does overwhelmingly benefit you, he's overwhelmingly harming like the average American. So I think that's just like a selfish reason to support Trump. But there's no debate there, man. I mean, we agree. We agree. He benefits you. He benefits the rich. Anyone makes more than $400,000 a year, you get benefited by Donald Trump's tax policy. Absolutely, no disagreement there. I'm not going to debate facts. That's just true. I'm not going to debate facts. Over on YouTube, someone said, "Yo, how's it going, Lucky? How's it going, Aiden? How's it going? Over there on YouTube, we have 20 people over there on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I did just post a video, quite a few videos on like the news and No Kings. So if you're over on YouTube, hit that subscribe, check out the videos, and if you're over on TikTok, double tap that phone to get that follow button, and make sure top left corner follow button over on TikTok. We do have a goal. Every rose that gets sent, I think each rose is like a coin, contributes to that goal. But other than that, if you support Trump, join up in the guest box. And for those on YouTube, we might be getting a phone number soon for like call-ins. But if you do want to debate over on YouTube, just go over to TikTok, same username as YouTube. We can have a conversation. But yeah, as I was saying, it's really interesting to see 2/3 of the RSVPs are coming from rural areas like South Dakota, Wyoming, North Dakota, etc. So it's really interesting to see that happening all across America, all across the world. Today is one of those days where we remind the United States government, we remind Donald Trump and everyone on his administration, we remind the executive branch that there is no king, that there is no power that is given to one man. There is checks and balances that is spread across multiple different aspects of the U.S. government, and that's what we wanted. I mean, you go back to George Washington. People wanted him to stay after 2 terms, but he chose democracy rather than being an actual king. And it's been like that since the founding of this country. And what it seems, obviously, is that Donald Trump is a wannabe king. He's not a king, and he's a wannabe dictator. He's not a dictator. He isn't capable of being a dictator, but definitely attempts to be one. It undermines democracy, undermines the Constitution, undermines human rights and constitution rights, and it's really disappointing to see. What American values are just crumbling. They're hanging on by a thread. American values are hanging on by a thread. I'm proud of everyone that went out to vote today. Not vote, Jesus freak. I'm proud of everyone that went out to go protest today. Protests are still ongoing. Some of them are going until 6 p.m. So go to nokings.org. Check out your local protest. If it hasn't started, go check it out. We're gonna get final numbers here by the organizers here within the next couple hours. It's expected to be more than 9 million people. Another news in terms of Middle Eastern news. Houthis have entered the war by striking Israel. Obviously, we know that an Iran-backed group, they hacked the FBI director's personal email. We also know that just I think a day ago, the FBI prevented a terrorist attack from happening to a Palestinian activist. Done by what the FBI deemed to be an extremist organization or a terrorist organization. It's on. Thank God that it got prevented, because it absolutely horrible. There's no place in America for violence. And yeah, it's pretty much. Am I missing anything else? Oh, the government shutdown. So the Senate voted for the funding bill. Republicans caved. So before they left the Hill, the Republicans voted for it in the Senate, and then it got passed back to the House because it had been modified, and then the House rejected the bill, and then Speaker of the House Mike Johnson introduced the same bill that the Senate rejected 5 times, and then the House passed that bill because obviously the House can pass it with Republican majority, and 3 Democrats I think voted for it as well, which is insane. Make sure to vote them out next elections. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So the House introduced the same bill. The Senate minority leader Chuck Schumer said that this bill is dead upon arrival at the Senate, meaning that the government is still shut down, and it could be shut down for another 2 weeks, making it the longest partial government shutdown in American history. All because of the Democrats and Republicans. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yes,
Why is that?
because he does great things for our country. He's a patriot.
Oh, he's a patriot. What great things has he done?
There's a lot. Let me just shuffle the hat.
Dun 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 dun
Um,
dun.
He raped a lot of kids, which was pretty fire. Nigger, 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 nigger. I rape niggers, nigger.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Got it. Give me a second, yo. I don't think people like that should actually like even have an account, even if they don't have followers. I don't think they should have a platform. So give me a second here. Plus, it violates TikTok terms of service, so it'll be easier. Here's a message. Perfect. No. Do that. Bam. Perfect. Sorry you guys had to hear that. Very disappointing to see. That's Donald Trump's America for you. But yeah, the government shutdown could be extended for another 2 weeks, making it the largest partial government shutdown in American history. What we know right now is Donald Trump signed a presidential memo that is going to pay TSA agents. Now, the TSA isn't the only agency that is not being paid right now. The Coast Guard isn't being paid. FEMA isn't being paid because of this government shutdown. So it's interesting to see that a month later, he decides to pass a presidential memo, which we don't know if it's entirely legally. We have to clarify. We don't know if it's legally. Now, the way that he funded the paying the troops during the first government shutdown was using money from that department itself, just moving it within the department. So this time around, we don't know if it's coming from a different department, and we don't know if it's going to be a major red flag or just a minor red flag. That's all we know right now, is that somehow, some way, they're getting paid. Now, what I expect it to be is them moving funds from the big beautiful bill to pay the TSA agents. Now, that will only mark minor red flags. Minor red flags get unnoticed either way, but that's my guess. But as of right now, we don't really know much about where this money is coming from. But TSA agents or TSA workers can expect a paycheck as soon as this Monday, is what the department is telling us. So, very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. Airport's running great? That's not true. Maybe all the money's coming from all the money we've saved in the waste, fraud, and abuse. Yeah, we haven't saved any money from quote-unquote waste, fraud, and abuse, and I guess already said in quote. All the Trump supporters are scared. It's difficult to sit here for a while when there's no one to debate, and they're just in the comment section chirping for no reason. But it's no King's Day, so we're gonna spend the day trying to convince MAGAs to get on the right side of history. So if you do support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a conversation with you tonight. Make sure you guys are double tapping that phone so you can hit that follow button top left corner. If you're ever on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit share copy link as well. Double tap that phone screen, like I said. Really helps us get pushed out. Is there anything else we can go over? There's been a lot of news this cycle, these 24 hours. Sorry, I need to blow my nose, holy moly. What we know is that Iran struck a base in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, which injured 15 troops. 5 of them were critically injuries. 5 of them were critical, raising the casualties in this war, American casualties, to 300. So, definitely another endless war that's costing innocent lives, billions of dollars. Definitely a war that we should not be supporting. Kash Patel emails got hacked. Yeah, we went over that. It's really interesting that I guess it's not the FBI, it's not anything to do with the FBI. It's his personal email, but it's interesting to see that the FBI is supposed to prevent attacks and hacks like that. To protect us, but funny enough, his own personal email got hacked by what he should be protecting the American people from, which is interesting to see. Obviously, there's concerns there on how things. Was it? Gee. Oh, I lost. Oh, there was someone who got so. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. That's probably Lonzo's password.
I'm parked. I'm parked, by the way. I am not driving.
I got
I'm
you.
in so much pain. My feet hurts so bad. Do not wear boots to a protest. Do not wear 7-year-old boots to a protest, guys. 3.5 hours, and I need to check how many miles that was that I walked. Okay, yo, fuck my weather app for telling me it was gonna be cool and cloudy. It is sunny and there are clouds, but they are not bro, these clouds are not clouding.
His password was password 1. Yeah, that's I don't, at this point, that's something you do. Was it even a hack at this point? I mean, technically, yes, it was, but I don't know. If
Mine
there's
were
any-
not combat boots. Mine were 7-year-old normal boots. And now my feet are in so much pain.
there's any Trump supporters that are watching this stream on the For You page or over on YouTube, come over to TikTok, hop up in the guest box, tell me why you still support the current administration, tell me why you support Trump. Again, I would love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation with you. Today is No King's Day. Millions of people are actually protesting this administration, so I'm wondering why
We
you
had
still
so many
support this.
people. We had thousands of people. I tried to capture it on video multiple times. You couldn't even that was maybe a third. The videos I sent you, that was maybe a third of the crowd.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
God damn, can you the background noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I support Trump.
Can you turn off the music?
Why am I getting muted?
Jesus fuck, bro. If you're not gonna turn off the music, don't come on the live stream and just can't hear you. Open Mind is in here. Open Mind, stop running. You're literally running from me. I sent you an invite.
My tennis shoes are more uncomfortable than my boots to walk in long periods
I
in.
sent you an invite. Don't run, bud. Don't run, bud. Don't run.
My feet only started hurting towards the end, though. So at least that's a positive. And I took the bus back. I have a free bus pass from my college.
Open Mind, stop running, bud. Stop running. I sent you an invite. Did you deny it? Let's see. Oh, it's still on your screen.
We
Accept
can
it.
still hear it very clearly.
If you support Trump, jump up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation with you tonight. Make sure to hit that follow button top left corner, double tap that phone screen. But again, it's going to be somewhere down here, somewhere roughly. So make sure you join up in the guest box
I did make a friend at the protest, though.
if you support the current administration.
Ice was sitting at the corner at the start of the protest, and then the police showed up and they blocked the streets. So Ice had to leave. Ha ha!
Okay, let's see.
I also have chronic pain, but my chronic pain, I can't really do an eps. I can't really do an
Yo,
eps
what's up, bro? I'm far away from the kid playing that shit.
Yeah, why do you support Trump?
He's more pro-life than
I'm not
Kumala.
gonna debate abortion with you. Why else do you support Trump?
His tax
What
cuts.
about his tax cuts?
It greatly benefited the economy. The stock market is hitting all-time highs, and the GDP grew at a 4.3% rate.
GDP growth, was slower compared to 2024 and 2025. But try again.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean,
It
in
is literally
2024,
necessarily.
it only grew at a 2.7% rate compared to 2025. So you saying GDP growth was higher in 2024 and 2023 is actually a false
I
claim.
never said it was higher. I said the GDP grew slower in 2025 than it did in 2024. That's tracking error number 1, bud.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it grew at 4.7% in 2025, and then it grew at like 2.7% in 2024.
Like, or did it actually, bud? Are you guessing?
Did it actually?
Are you
I'm
giving
not
me an
guessing.
estimate?
You want to hear my source? The Federal Bureau of Statistics.
Yeah, what's the title, bud?
Federal Bureau of Statistics. I don't remember the title, but look it up. Look up GDP growth. Look up GDP growth 2025. Look up GDP growth 2025. All fucking sources.
GDP growth 2025.
It was 4.4%.
Okay. Is it the Bureau of Economic Analysis?
I don't remember.
You don't remember your own source?
No, but if you can look at multiple sources, all of them are going to tell you
Interesting.
4.4%.
So it's a trust me, bro, yes?
4.4%. All of them say 4.4%. Look it up. Say how much did the GDP grew in 2025? It's going to tell you 4.4% around that area.
Okay.
Some say
Well,
4.4.
did I
some say
claim
4.7.
Can you repeat my claim?
You said that GDP growth was more faster in 2024 compared to 2025, which is false because GDP growth was only about like 2.5% in 2024, and now it's at 4.4% in 2025 compared to 2024.
So there's I'm gonna mute you there for a second because you have a lot of background noise. But yes, my claim is that in 2024 it did grow at a quicker rate than it did in 2025. You bringing up the fact of the GDP numbers actually has nothing to do with the rate which it was growing at. Okay, so that's irrelevant to the conversation.
What was it in
What would
2023?
what
So you
would
know how much
what
it
would
grew.
be what would be relevant to the conversation is the rate that it was growing at in 2024 compared to in 2025. So if you have a source for that that says that in 2025 it did grow faster compared to 2024,
Yes,
I would accept that
go to the
source.
source. Go to the one. I think it
Yeah,
was the
which
Federal
source?
Bureau of Statistics. I forgot the exact source, but go to Federal Bureau of Statistics. It'll tell you it grew at a 4.4% rate
Okay,
around that area.
when's the 4.4?
2025.
Okay, what about 2024?
2024, I think it's about 2.5% it grew in 2024.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics.
No, Federal Bureau of Statistics. Not the labor. Labor just only tracks jobs.
Okay, buddy, what's the title?
I don't remember the title. But you can just put it right next to Federal Bureau of Statistics. And it'll
Federal
come up.
Bureau of Statistics.
Yes.
I have Bureau of Labor Statistics. I have Bureau of Justice Statistics. I have Bureau.
Okay,
of
then go to labor.
Statistics.
Go to labor. If it shows whatever the fuck shows you GDP.
Okay, so what's the title?
I don't remember the title. You're playing this fucking game where you say, oh, you don't
I'm
remember the
playing a
title, so
game
it's
where I
automatically
ask for
false.
your
So
source.
look it up. How much did the GDP grow in 2025 compared to
I'm-
2024? The
I'm
GDP
playing-
growth was way higher in 2025 compared to 2024, bro.
I'm
Like,
playing.
you fucking lack
I'm-
critical thinking. You're the most retarded motherfucker I've ever met in my life. You lack critical
Can
thinking.
you acknowledge that, like, saying the R-star?
You lack critical thinking, bro. It grew at 4.5%.
Hold on, pause.
It grew at
pause,
4.5%
pause,
in 2025.
Pause. I'm just gonna disconnect you because you can't acknowledge that saying the R story is wrong. So get off my stream, okay? Don't slur on my stream. Literally, don't like slur on my stream. Give me a second here. This was that guy. This was
Blah
that little-
blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
That's what you sounded like, bud. Okay? That's what you sounded like. Now, we're going to take a look at Bureau of Labor Statistics. I mean, you couldn't even tell me your, like, title of the source. So I guess I can do your homework for you. Let's see. Since there's no one else on the box, I'll just provide my source since, you know, he was too emotional to even have a dialogue. What's up, YouTube? This guy's a flat earther. Who? I'm a flat earther. That's great. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why he gave like wrong number. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I closed it out. Fuck. Let's see. 2.8. Real GDP increased 2.8 in 2024. And then in 2025, it was 2.2. GDP slowed by 2.1, 2.8 as compared to 2024. Oh yeah, I think I got my numbers mixed up. The source says here, real GDP increased 2.8 from 2023 to 2024. Now, where is 2025? Sorry, give me 1 second. That's going to be the Bureau of Economic Analysis. GDP in the economy, third estimates of the fourth quarter of 2024. Can you read off your stats? Sure.
Hello?
Good.
Good.
How's it going?
It is
Oh,
another
not too bad.
nightmare.
You said you wanted to read off statistics.
Sure thing. So, in 2024, and this is per the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the GDP growth in 2024 was 2.8%, and in 2025 it lowered by an average of 2.1% every month, every quarter.
No. Yeah, he was a very emotional little man right there.
Very emotional. Emotional.
Yeah.
Very loud, very wrong.
Yeah, I mean, and he slurred to run, but you know, here we are.
Run,
Moving
slow
on
run.
to great. If you feel free to stay up if you'd like, for a bit. I don't know if
Sure.
I don't know if we're gonna get many debates, but Gray, do you support Trump? Sent you an invite to unmute.
There we go.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah. So do you obviously not support him? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
don't.
All right. Why is that?
I mean, an easier question would be like, why do you support Trump?
See, I support him because I feel like we've needed him for quite a while. The lady that was just talking, she basically covered that part for me, but just everything with the economy, borders, abortion, and more.
What aspect of the economy is doing better? Was better in 2025 than it was in 2024?
So apart from, I drive a diesel. Diesel prices are pretty crazy right now. So apart from bombing Iran, people have been approved up to over $10,000 cash back since he's been reelected on newer vehicles. Actually, I was at the dealership the other day, and Ford signed it with, who was it?
Well, my question is like on a macro scale, what part of the economy is doing better now than it was a year and a half ago?
A year and a half ago.
I don't think Ford is part of the economy.
We're in 2020, so we're in 2026. A year and a half ago, he was reelected in the end of 24. Yeah.
Right. So what part of the economy on a macro level is better now than it was a year and a half ago?
And
Iran? Interesting.
Also, I quickly want to point out that $10,000 credit only applied to cars made in 2025, nothing older.
Yeah.
So unless you're buying a brand new $80,000 car, that's not going to mean anything. It doesn't matter, because I need a new car, but I can only afford maybe a 2007 Honda Accord, maybe a 2008 Passat, but it won't apply to that purchase because it's not made in 2025, which is going to be more expensive, and it's not going to take off the MSRP.
Right. Only
Yeah, Ford does sell some $80,000 cars. Do you not know their newer models are equipped with all the technology in the world? Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
It also applies to all cars. It's not just Ford. It's also, Nissan. I believe it's American-made cars. So Ford, I believe Honda, definitely Tesla for sure. It's going to apply to American-made cars only. So if you're buying, French, German, Japanese, you're plumb out of luck.
Very specific standards here. Only cars like newly made cars, and then only American-made cars, which is very specific standards for some people that can't afford that. Even with that deduction.
Ford does sell some upgrades. It's not necessarily a quote-unquote luxury car, but they do sell upgrades, which is what makes it more expensive. I should know. My dad just bought a Ford, in the last couple of years, and he said it was like $60,000 just in upgrades.
Let's see. How's the YouTube chat doing? Let's see. What YouTube chat has been weird. Make sure to join up in the guest box if you support Donald Trump. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'd love to have a debate with you. It's gonna be down there down here at the corner, roughly. Let's see what this person has to offer. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Why is that?
Specifically for his, abortion policies.
I'm not debating abortion with you. Are you a man?
No.
Can you give birth?
Oh no, I can't.
Okay.
So wait, so you have to, something has to be able to happen to you for you to talk about it?
On my platform, yes. I'm a dictator.
No uterus, no opinion.
Yeah,
So-
that's
so
my
hold on,
platform.
Wait, can you talk about black slave trade, like USA slavery?
Sure, I
if
can
you-
talk about history. Yeah, I can talk about history.
Wait, how can you talk about chattel slavery if it can never happen to you because you're not black?
Because it's my.
Special
The
plea.
only reason you support Trump is because of abortion.
Well, that's like my biggest faculty.
Okay, are you Christian? Christian?
Oh yeah, I am.
What denomination?
Orthodox.
Okay, do you follow Sola Scriptura?
Bro, this is not a
Do
Christian.
you follow Sola Scriptura? Yes or no?
This is not a Christian.
Yes or no? Do you
debate.
follow Sola Scriptura? Like, I'm not going to debate abortion, but I can debate the religious aspect of abortion. So if you want to debate abortion,
No, no,
we're going to do it
hold-
based
hold
on the
on, hold on,
religious
hold on, hold
aspect
on.
of it.
Wait, no, because that would be true if I hold this perspective. Even I would hold this perspective even before I was a
Okay.
Christian.
Well, do you
So
hold
this is
Sola
just not
Scriptura?
true.
Do you hold Sola Scriptura?
Again, I hold this I don't even know what
care
that
what
is.
you hold. I'm asking you a
I
yes or
don't
no
know what that
question.
is.
Do you think that the Bible is like one of the main authorities?
For what? For
The-
like not.
Like,
Go ahead.
Yeah, for like life, like God is like the ultimate authority. Like, do you think like the Bible is also like one of the ultimate authorities that we should follow?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so then Numbers 5:11 through 31. God commands a cheating wife to get an abortion.
Yeah, can you show me?
Numbers 5:11 through 31.
Wait, first of all, I thought you were not going to speak on abortion since I
I'm
can't.
speaking on the Bible. Hello.
But I thought you don't speak on abortion. You're
I'm
referring
speaking
to
on the Bible.
chapters
I'm
in the
speaking
Bible.
on like religion.
Wait, hold on. I told you that I still did not agree with abortion even before I was religious.
Okay, so should we like?
So-
but you believe
so,
that
hold on.
you
so-
believe
so
that
hold
we
on.
should do. You
You
believe
can
that we
see
should
my
do what God
fundament-
commands. Yes.
But you can see my fundamentals are not built
But
upon.
you get your morals from Christianity, no?
Yeah, current day, yeah.
Okay, so then if your morals come from the Bible and Christianity, and the Bible says that cheating women should get access to abortion, and you're saying that's not one of your morals,
Yeah. So
which
did
means you
did,
get
abor-
you get your morals from elsewhere. Where else do you get your morals from?
did abortion exist in the Old Testament?
Abortion
did-
is a termination of pregnancy, so yes.
No, it didn't.
Abortion is a termination of pregnancy, so yes. I'm not even debating you. I'm just telling you like definitions. But
I know it's a termination
also,
of pregnancy.
so are you,
So
are you
wait,
just
wait,
saying?
so
Are you just
would-
saying? Are you just saying that Numbers 5:11 through 31 is wrong?
Wait, I just want to be clear. So would you label a C-section as an abortion?
Well,
It is
that's
medically classified as an abortion, yes.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yes, it
not.
is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's literally
As a
not.
woman, yes, it
But
is.
then that's
Wait,
also like
how
a
does that
pivot
give you
too.
that's just you're literally just appealing to authority.
The
That just 'cause
definition-
you're a
hold on,
woman.
the definition
hold
of
on, hold on.
abortion is
Just
a
because you're a
termination of
woman, that doesn't
pregnancy.
mean you're right. That's so funny.
Well, it's a definition. The definition.
I
of
know,
abortion is
but like that's
termination of
just so
pregnancy.
funny. As a woman, like
Hold on.
Like, that
Listen,
doesn't make
okay?
you right.
Listen, I know this is blowing your mind. I get it. But the thing is that medically, an abortion is labeled as a termination of pregnancy, whether that be through chemicals, whether that be through a manual
So would be
manipulation.
giving birth
Hold on. I
considered
get that you don't
abortion?
like letting women finish. I get it. I get
oh
it.
my
dude.
gosh, that's like the common liberal
breathe,
news.
breathe, dude, breathe. It is medically classified as an abortion. That's literally what it is. You can ask any doctor that performs surgery. You can ask them. That's literally what they call it. It is considered a form of abortion.
So hold on. Would giving birth be considered an abortion?
Yes,
Yeah, there's no way. All right, let's look this up.
it is a
together.
termination of a pregnancy. Termination doesn't always have to mean unalivement.
Let's look this up together. Hold on.
Go for it.
Go for it, bud.
Do it.
Go look
Listen,
at the
listen,
definition of an abortion.
Listen, if I'm
Is giving birth
correct,
considered an abortion?
if I'm correct, you're gonna have to go into my bio and pay me $5. My Cash App is there.
No, giving birth is not considered an abortion. Abortion defines as a termination.
Okay, well then go look
fetus-
up what a C-section
before
is.
look, let this finish. Before a
ChatGPT.
fetus can survive outside the uterus while being involved of the end of a pregnancy.
But that's Chat. So
No,
I can
That's
ask hold on, pause.
ChatGPT?
I can ask ChatGPT the same thing. My ChatGPT the same thing, and it'll say that yes, it
I'm
is
not
an
even
abortion.
asking
So
ChatGPT.
how about you provide me a source? Give me a
Yeah,
source.
sure. Let's
That's,
look at the
that's, yeah,
sources.
that's
From medicalplus.gov.
Medical.
that's a
What's the
good one?
title? What's the title of the source?
Yeah, let me grab it for you. Right here. Abortion produce. Do you see this?
Abortion produce.
Yeah, from
What's the title?
Medical Plus. Yeah, from
From what?
medicalplus.org. You know, I've argued with people about this before, and none of them, even that are on your side, consider C-sections as an abortion.
Okay, so that was what we were originally arguing: is a C-section a form of abortion?
Yeah, but you've also said giving birth is an
It
abortion.
could be considered, but there's also post-birth
But
abortions.
according to the definitions, it's a
There's also
termination of a
post-birth.
pregnancy.
There's also
right? So
post-birth
you're no
abortions.
longer
You ever heard of those?
And there's a lot of
That-
different
yeah, that-
abortions. Like,
Those are not abortions. Those are not
There are
abortions.
such thing as post-birth abortions. Yes, there are.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a
okay,
rare
so-
medical
yeah,
necessity
okay,
sometimes.
but can you just concede that you were wrong though?
No, because we were originally asking you to look up: is a C-section considered an abortion?
No, you weren't. You did not ask me that.
Yes, we did.
I asked you if it was. You said no, and then I asked you, what about a pregnancy when a mother gives birth?
I said
Does that
no. You are misrepresenting what I said. I said that a C-section is considered an abortion.
Yeah, so it's like miscarriage. Miscarriage is
Oh,
also
okay,
considered an
then I
abortion.
yeah, a miscarriage
it.
is not considered an abortion.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, hold on.
No, it's not, because-
I actually typically have someone here that's like in school for nursing. They're like busy right now, but if you're like,
Again, that's
around
just an
for later-
appeal to authority.
Hold
That
on,
doesn't
hold on,
give
but they-
justification.
hold on, it's not an appeal to authority. It's what they've learned
It
based on
is.
facts, reason, and logic, and actually doing research on said topic.
Well, no,
and
hold on.
talking to
Your whole
healthcare
purpose is because they have a background in this. Therefore,
Yes,
it's an appeal
typically
to an
someone who has
authority.
typically we would trust someone who has a background over someone who doesn't. Do you have a background in this?
Wait, so right now
Hold
we're
on,
arguing.
Hold on. Do you have a background in this? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what'd you go to school for?
I went to school for biology, health and education, and prescribing for tribunal.
Biology, health and education.
Yeah. Anyway,
So then you were
an abortion would be a termination forcefully of a pregnancy.
intent
So
doesn't
can
matter.
you tell? Yes, that,
Intent
of course
does
it
not
does.
matter.
No, because
so-
the thing is, the miscarriage is classified
so-
as a spontaneous abortion.
Yes.
So hold on. So according to you guys, I just want to make this clear. Anytime a woman, is no longer pregnant, that means it's considered an abortion.
Yeah, there's
Like,
different forms of abortion. Like
No,
but
it's just
like
a yes or
Bumblebee,
no.
like
It's
Bumblebee,
really just a
like
yes or
Bumblebee
no.
just pointed, that would be like a spontaneous abortion. Like when I'm referencing
There's levels
abortion,
to it.
exactly. So what we're referencing here is miscarriage. Anything that is like just the end of a pregnancy or like terminating the pregnancy is going to be considered an abortion under the definition. Intent does not matter. Also, if you want to talk about intent, Numbers 5:11 through 31 literally is a forceful
Oh my God.
miscarriage. Forceful.
Oh
So
my
there's your intent.
Oh my gosh, we're burden shifting.
Well, I'm just going back to the point that I made. You're the one who pivoted.
No, no,
I
no.
brought up. Hold on.
Hold on, hold on.
Pause. I brought up the Bible. You pivoted to the definition of abortion. Well, not you didn't pivot to the definition of abortion. You pivoted to something completely different. Okay. So if you want to talk about burden shift or pivoting, you're the one who did that. So we can continue this conversation, but then I'd like you to address what Numbers 5:11
No,
through 31
what do you
says.
mean? We were talking about the.
We were talking about the
uh,
Bible, yes?
Yeah.
And then you pivoted.
No, it wasn't, because I asked you questions upon that. I asked you if, because I told you abortions didn't exist during that time, and then you were saying that
Abortion
all
is a
these other
termination
things
of
are considered
pregnancy.
abortion. So what do you mean? How is that burden shifting? We were dissecting.
Okay, well, an
the,
abortion is considered a termination of pregnancy, yes?
Not just that. There's
So then what's your definition of an abortion?
So I would just say a willfully intent to stop a pregnancy by force.
Okay, intent. I mean, we can use your definition. By your definition, God commands abortion, by the way, Numbers 5:11 through 31st. By your definition, keep in mind, we can replay this.
My
Your
Wi-Fi
own,
cut out.
so your definition
My
is wrong.
Wi-Fi cut out. I didn't hear you.
Your definition of an abortion is wrong. But by your definition, God commanded women who cheat to get an abortion. Okay. First off, second off, intent does not matter when it comes to terminating the pregnancy. Prove it. Provide your source that intent does matter. This is why I don't debate. Like, this is why I don't debate abortion. A, because debating morals is pretty difficult, and B, just people lack like common
Yeah,
sense.
morals are subjective, you know. So it's like, listening to men who don't have to deal with this, who don't listen to, don't have to deal with the whole thing. They're not seahorses, so they don't even have to care.
Like, that's why
Like-
I really don't really talk about it on my platform. But obviously, and he ran.
Aww.
Yeah.
I still want my $5, by the way. Link in the bio.
And I told him I didn't want to talk to him about abortion, but then he called me weak. Wow, look who ran. Wonder who's weak now.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But yeah, and on top of your Bible verse there, you can also reference Psalms, the book of Psalms. There is a specific passage in there that talks about dashing babies against rocks. So it's like, if God's really against that, the same thing with I believe it's in Exodus as well, when Moses and his people go to fight. I forget who it is. It's been a long time since I picked up a Bible, but they go and they fight the where is it? But they basically kill a lot of women and children and men, and they take them hostage and use them as they wish.
I think Canaanites, right?
Yeah, the Canaanites, yeah.
Yeah. Where they,
So yeah, it's like, if they really cared about the babies in the Bible, they wouldn't be doing those things to them.
Yeah, and there's so many things that like we can do in terms of things that happen. That's fine. Like, advocate for social safety nets. Most of abortions happen because of economic insecurities. Advocate for social safety nets, and you'll see a decrease in abortions. Like,
It's not even the social safety nets either. It's also the access to healthcare,
Exactly.
the access to money in general. Because a lot of the women that get pregnant are usually they're in some form of desperate situation, or it's an accident that happens.
Right.
Because contraceptives are not 100%.
Yeah, that's why I'd be fine if people advocate for that, pass bills to like implement these safety nets, like healthcare, like helping newly.
Fake Dean, what's up, bro?
Fake Dean is crazy. You're in a horrible background. I'm gonna have to disconnect you, bud. Go to a quiet place. But yeah, if you're like pro-life, just advocate for safety nets. That's
Yeah,
what I said,
advocate
yeah.
for social safety nets, such as making sure that people aren't on the streets, making sure that people aren't addicted to substances, making sure that women have access to healthcare.
Yo, what's good?
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
No, but I have another question. Do you think the Earth is flat?
No, the Earth is not flat. I'm not going to debate you on a flat Earth. Just incoherent gibberish or the minority. No one really thinks the Earth is flat. Let's see if Joe's in a quiet space.
They're still loading in.
Do you think the Earth is flat is frying me? I've had a couple people like back to back come in the last few days asking if the Earth is flat.
Listen, I was watching Dean's live last night, and he brought up a tinfoil hat and went all ham on people. The dude was staring at us like it's our fault. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry. That was funny though. That was entertaining to watch.
I know someone that thinks the Earth is both flat and hollow.
God. Like, how? Hold on a minute. How does that work? If the Earth is flat, how can it be hollow?
All right. The firmament too. Jesus, these at least they're not the majority. Jesus.
Hold on a minute. Are you suggesting coconuts migrate?
Oh, and Joe did not load back in. He had horrible Wi-Fi.
Listen, I love pulling that on flat earthers. Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? Are they using African swallows or European swallows? That's for, God, I'm old. God, I'm old. Gotta love being 27 with the mentality of a 90-year-old.
Literally.
Well, the thing is I'm actually, I am old school, but like in a good way.
There is
I have
like
empathy.
there's a type that's like old school, like that's racist. So
Oh yeah, no, I work in hardware stores, so all I see is, and again, I'm in Texas, so it's a red state, blue dot. You can kind of connect the dots. Listen, I saw a guy wearing a Let's Go branded jacket today. It's like, dude, get over yourself. Yeah, old school in a progressive way. Exactly. See, my 99-year-old aunt, she's a nun in Minnesota. She says if it weren't for my walker, I would have been hanging out the windows yelling at the ICE agents. Mind you, she's a nun. She's an Irish Catholic nun, and this woman is like, I would have been hanging out the windows.
You said aunt?
Yeah, she's 99 years old.
Aunt, man.
Aunt. I know. I was talking to her. I was like, dude, I need to get back into the debate space. And she's just like, what's driving young people away from the church? And it's like, the hypocrisies.
Literally the hypocrisy within the church.
Yes. Like, if they could get, like, their shit together, I think it would definitely help out. But, like, until we can get all the bad men out of power.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like religion is good. To the extent
religion is good. The message is good.
Right, to the extent of like communities. Like religion's been a thing for like the longest time. Yeah, the longest time ever. But now what we're seeing is just people using their religion to harm other people. And I guess everyone has done that, but we're like seeing that. I don't know. But that's the only issue with religion. People use it to harm other people, not just to like bring people together, which it was made for that, to bring people together. Understand what they couldn't understand.
Yeah, the fundamentals is that it's supposed to bring people together, not drive them away.
I think religion is needed in a society. It's just then you have extremists, you have people who use that religion for harm, etc., etc. If you support Trump, jump up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. See what YouTube's doing. Oh, wow. How can I get on? The 114. You can go to TikTok.
Hello?
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yep.
How old are you?
And 18.
When's your birth year?
August 15, 2007.
Okay, yeah. Why do you support Trump?
So can we let's talk about ICE. So I feel like ICE is good for just like some reasons. It's because because people are coming into the country illegally, and I feel like ICE is good to like just take them out. And I want your opinion on that.
Yeah, I think there's negative effects in terms of mass deportation. What I would offer here is mass amnesty. You can't give me a single benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants.
Well, they're also not paying taxes when they come to America. So, like, how's that a good thing?
Yeah, that's false. Undocumented immigrants contribute $1.1 to $1.7 trillion into the GDP, $100 billion state, federal, local.
Do you know where you're getting that information from? Because
Immigration Council.
You're saying that illegal immigrants are paying taxes?
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that whenever you get a job, you have to pay taxes with that job?
Well, if you're undocumented, you don't have to.
No, you still have to pay taxes with jobs.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
What?
There's federal income taxes.
Wait, so if I were to work at a construction company, then I would have to pay taxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Also,
where are you getting?
I mean, if you're just arguing here that they get paid under the table and they don't actually like record that income, I can agree with you there. Like the majority of them, sure, they don't pay taxes. I can agree with you there. But the ones that do via ITIN, and because the ones that get ITINs, they pay taxes. That's a reason why. The ones who don't get paid under the table and are here undocumented, they contribute so much into our economy. Okay, so making them U.S. citizens would significantly increase the amount of revenue that's in our economy. And then taxes, like sales tax, like there's so many forms of taxes that undocumented immigrants pay.
You're taxed on the roads you drive on. You're taxed on the drinks you buy, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, everything.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. But do you also think that illegal criminals should be deported or no?
Under the condition that they are put in prison in their own country. If they're not put in prison in their own country, no, they shouldn't be deported, and we should put them in our own prison.
Why should we hold them in our prison when we need other real documented Americans in our jails?
Because we shouldn't want people to be raped, murdered, or like any crimes committed against them.
I don't really understand that, because like I feel like hold up. I feel like if Mexicans that are from a different country, that should
Troll.
But yeah, there's a lot of taxes that you pay, and I live in a state that doesn't do property taxes anymore, i.e. Texas. But we compensate that with doing sales tax, with doing road taxes, with paying marginally more into the school system with our other taxes as well. So there's a lot of taxes that you pay, surprisingly.
A lot of taxes locally, and then like federally.
Yep. And again, when you work as long as I've been working since I was 14 years old. Yeah, you get taxed whenever you work, especially if you're legally employed. Like, even if you're illegally employed, there are still forms of taxes that you have to pay unless you're being paid under the table. But how's your day been, Jeremiah?
It's been pretty chill. I went to the protest earlier for the hour and a half. Other than that, I mean, it's been pretty chill.
Man, I wish I could have gone today. Unfortunately, they always schedule it on a day that I always work. And unfortunately, I am in that lower percentile where I live paycheck to paycheck, and I don't have any money.
Right, yeah.
So it's either I put food on my table and a roof over my head, or I go protest.
At least you're on here doing what you can, talking to people and convincing them.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is a form of protest to be online and to be, discerning information that is correct and not misinformation.
Right, exactly.
It's like, someone in the comments said it earlier, it's okay to be wrong. Like, you can say, hey, I didn't know that. And you can go, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Growth is, ever changing. I always use this at work is, the day that you stop learning things is the day you stop being human.
Right. Yeah, the amount of times I've been wrong, it's incredible.
Yeah, and the thing is that you can take it one of two ways. Either you can be humbled and say, I will do better for the future, or you can sit miserably and continue to suck on your thumb.
Yeah, it like prompts me to do more research on a certain topic.
Yeah.
Especially economics. I don't know like a lot about economics, but recently I've been doing a lot more research.
Yeah, I mean, I know enough to get myself around. Right. I mean, like, I explain it to my dad all the time. My dad is MAGA, but unfortunately below 85 IQ. But it's, I hit him with the numbers, and it's like, well, I mean, Dad, your 401k, how's that looking? And he goes, well, it's not great. And it's like, yeah, you want to know whose fault that is? And he goes, don't you say it. And I'm like, it's Trump's fault.
Right, yeah. Literally, this economy has gone to shit this year. I'm gonna have to hit a restart. It's been an hour. Mainly gotten trolls.
Well, if you want me back up, I'm more than happy to join.
Well, of course, I guess Joe, we'll call him Joe, is in the guest box. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
What's up? Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Why do you support Trump?
I mean, I don't know. I just do. I just love him.
You love a pedophile?
No.
Donald Trump's a P3DO.
Oh, really? That's crazy. Well, do you want to know what I feel like?
Let me guess. You think he's doing great for America? You think that the Democrats are stupid and they harm America?
I think he's doing the greatest job, but my feeling is that if we didn't have Trump's presidency right now, we wouldn't get Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie.
Jesus, yeah, I'm gonna hit a restart.
I'm so tired of this.
Literally, Jesus. Like, that's not even funny. Be funny if you're gonna troll, please. I want to laugh. Anyways.
Thank you, Blue Canary, for the Dolphins. WCU. Caller, you're on the line. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
And do you regret your vote?
I definitely do not.
You definitely do not. I feel like I can give.
If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a debate. You'd love to have a conversation with you tonight. Once again, double tap that phone screen if you're over on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Why did it get kicked? Troll? Come on now. Let's use our 2 brain cells. Let's use our 2 brain cells, man. Why do I support Harris? I think this one was the... I can't remember who this was. Let me see where I kicked you.
Alright. Yo, I was just in here about like ICE and then you just like kind of kicked me.
Yeah, you're a troll.
No, I was not trolling. I was actually like trying to like get your opinion on it.
No, well, I mean, we're here to debate, not get opinions. If you want opinions, you can listen to the debates. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I love him.
Jeez, why do you love a P3DO, man?
Is there any actual proof behind that other than 32, convictions, which is completely false?
Convictions, that's not about him being a P3DO. That's a fraud.
Yeah, no. So when you guys want to call him pedo, you go ahead. Oh well, he has 32 convictions. It's like they're completely unrelated to anything like that.
I didn't make that claim.
No, but I know the gist, right?
Clearly, you don't, because I wasn't gonna make that claim.
I know the gist.
Okay, so then you should know he admitted to sexually exploiting naked women and children.
Name when?
2005, Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. The boys' locker room?
Are you just gonna say it's locker room talk?
Yeah, it was just locker room. It's Howard. Have you ever watched any Howard Stern?
Have you even listened to the clip?
I haven't listened to that particular 2005 clip,
So
but
listen,
to preference,
how about we take a listen to it?
yeah, play it.
Cool.
Play that shit.
Yeah. Do you want to like make a point while the ad plays?
Wait, you don't have YouTube Premium?
Never mind. You don't have any more time, bud.
You're a guy who likes to have everything, right?
Well, couldn't that be construed, however, as
Conflict?
Yes.
I don't see it as a conflict.
It could be a conflict of interest, but it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
Oh, I see.
You tend to think about the conflict a little bit later on.
The question is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
what you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything
a
is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Yeah, that's not. That's not admitting to sexually exploiting naked women and children.
All he's saying is, I go behind stage of pageants that I'm like the judge of, and I'll look at some beautiful women, which is like the whole. Without their consent, I mean, they sign up for the pageant. They're there actively participating in the pageant. They know they're going to be judged by Donald Trump. It's not like they keep, hey guys, it's a real secret who the judge is.
So I think here's where.
What is this? What is this argument?
I think here's where you're getting it mixed up. It's not he's looking at them while they're performing or what they do. It's the fact that he goes backstage to a women's only space where men are not around or allowed, to a dressing room, and he watches children, little girls, and women naked Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Children-
When did little girls get added into the mix? Because it
So-
sounds like he was, Miss Universe, Miss America. That was a pageant.
And Miss Teen USA.
Miss Teen USA.
Yes, Miss Teen.
So he
USA.
only said. So you're taking this completely out of context.
No,
So he never
I'm
said,
not.
"Oh, I will
No,
look at
no,
the
no,
little
I'm
Miss
not.
Teens."
I'm not.
He said
taking-
women.
Hold on, I'm not taking it out of. So if you want
Don't stutter now, boy.
If you want to go based upon the definition of girls and women, Howard Stern.
You're
was
getting
previously-
flustered.
Howard Stern was previously talking about girls. So all you're arguing here is that Donald Trump admitted to having sex with girls, which is not the whole the rabbit hole that you want to go down.
Donald Trump himself, he
first
said,
off,
"Oh, I take
second
a look
off,
at these
second off,
women."
Maria Belgado.
Oh.
Maria Belgado said that there was some girls as young as 14, 15, and 16
Yeah, mute
years
me?
old. So this is corroborated. Maria
Maria
Belgado-
who?
Maria Belgado. She was at
Who's that?
She was a contestant in Miss Teen USA, and she said that there were some girls as young as 14, 15, and 16 years old when Donald Trump would walk in and they were naked. Okay, children can't consent, so it's obviously sexually exploiting children because they can't consent. You have no evidence.
So, and you
to
don't believe
provide-
that this Miss Mia, whatever the fuck her name is, has some sort of agenda? Get real with
He
it.
admitted to it. He admitted to sexually exploitation.
No, he admitted to I'll go behind the thing. I'm the judge. I'll go take inspect the goods.
What's your definition of sexual exploitation?
Sexual exploitation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like forcing a woman. Yeah. Oh, hey, I have power over you. Come suck my cock for a little bit, and you get this raise.
Not even just like it doesn't have to be physical. Sexual exploitation is any actual or attempted abuse of position of vulnerability, power, or trust for sexual purposes or sexual gratification. So it doesn't even have to be physical. Okay. So what Donald Trump did is sexual exploitation. He said,
"Oh no!"
He's hold on, pause. He said he is the owner.
Pause. No
he said-
homo.
He said he is the owner of the pageant. Therefore, it's his obligation to do that. This is where the power comes in. He's using his power for sexual purposes. What is the sexual purposes? To walk backstage to a women's only space. How do we know it was a women's only space? Because they were naked and because there was no men around. So he would walk backstage for.
Did he even
women's only
Did he
space.
even say that this is a woman's only space? He just said that this is the backstage.
No men were around. He said.
Huh? He didn't say that. I didn't hear that clip. He said
How much
this
do you
was a
wanna bet?
backstage.
How much do you want to bet?
I don't think you got money like that.
Do you want to bet money?
I don't think you got money like that.
Let's bet $25.
$25.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit more. Can you do band for band?
You want to bet me $1,000?
Yeah. Show me the money right now.
Okay, 1,000. Well, hold on. You have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App?
Cash App. Show me the money
I'll
right
Cash
now.
App, I will Cash App you $1,000 in front of the entire stream.
Show me.
If I'm right.
Hold on. Show me the money first, because I don't think you
I'm
got
not
it like
gonna Show
that.
you my. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
oh.
show you my bank account.
Oh,
That's
he ain't
weird.
got it.
First off,
He ain't got it.
I do. Pause.
I'll turn on my camera right now. I'll show you. I got cash.
I don't want to see your money. Do you want to take the bet? Yes or no?
I want to see the money first. Show me. Oh, so you
Do you
can't
want to
show
take
the
the?
money.
Do you want to take the bet? Yes or no? $1,000.
Show me the money. Show
you
me
want
the
to
money.
take the bet? Yes or no?
Oh, you can't show me the money.
Yes or no?
Just say you're broke and we can move on.
Okay. Do you want to take the bet? Yeah. I need a
Say
yes
you're
or
in
no.
poverty.
You can
Say you're a
you
poverty
Can, you can
spec.
say no. You can say no. Do you want to take the bet?
I got
yes
the
or
money.
no?
I'll turn on camera right now. I'll flex my $1,000.
I don't care if you have cash. I'm asking you, do you want to take the bet for $1,000?
I want to see the money. Hold on one
$1,000.
sec.
Do you want to take the bet? Don't run now. Don't run now, bud. Don't run now. Come back in the app. Tell me if you want to take the bet for $1,000. Again, the bet is, his claim is Donald Trump said that there were no men around. My claim is Donald Trump did say that there were no men around. That's what he said. And he wants to bet $1,000, but it seems like he wants to run away from that bet like the coward cuck he is. Another grifter. Yeah, I'm grifter. I am a grifter. Come back in the app, man. Don't run now, man. Oof. How's it going? Do you
This
support Trump?
spick don't even have a band to bet.
Do you support Trump?
I support Trump because he hates niggers and spicks just like you.
Moving on to the next guest. He ran! Oh my god, he left. How's it going?
Dean Withers clone.
How's it
Dean
go-
Withers clone. Dean Withers.
Dean Withers clone. Okay. That guy left. He literally ran. He tried. I was gonna bet him $25. Okay. I was gonna bet him $25. Okay, when it comes to like money, I was gonna bet him $25. He decided to go for $1,000, and he ran from his own his own amount. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Heck yeah.
Why is that? Why do you support a P3DO?
Well, here's the thing. I'll bet you $1,000 that's Fox being in the next Galaxy movie is because of Trump.
Guess no rent for us. Yeah, the grifting didn't work. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Hell no, bro. I just want to tell you, bro, keep doing your fizzle. You know what I'm saying? And keep proving these dumb cucks wrong.
Hey,
because he
fucking love
ran.
you, dude.
Dude
fucking love
ran,
you.
bro. He ran.
You're amazing, man. I'm moving on to the next S. You take care. Have a great day. Can we spam some W's in the YouTube chat and the TikTok chat? He did run. He in fact did run. W's in the chat for that last guest. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you support a P3DO?
I think that's a, kind of a baseless accusation, and it probably shouldn't be thrown at around.
No, it's
like
not
that.
baseless. No.
Then what's it based on?
It's based on his admission of sexual exploitation of girls and women.
Which is, are you talking about the Access Hollywood audio?
No. So the Access Hollywood is where he admits to raping women, which is going to be grabbing women by the pussy without asking them. That's rape. What I'm referencing is going to be sexual exploitation, which doesn't necessarily have to include the physical touch. That's just going to be a different audio. But yeah.
But I mean, like, what?
Yeah, do you want me to play the clip?
Well, no. How do you get to? Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll play the clip.
Conflict?
Yes.
I don't see it as a conflict.
It could be a conflict of interest, but it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
Oh, I see.
You tend to think about the conflict a little bit later
The
on.
question is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything
doctor,
is good.
you're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Before we move on, can we agree the definition of sexual exploitation is going to be any attempted or actual abuse of position of vulnerability, power, or trust for sexual gratification?
Say that first part again. What was it?
It's any attempted or actual abuse of position of vulnerability, power, or differential trust for sexual gratification. Can we agree on that?
What do we do? Do we know that it's sexual in nature? He just said they're beautiful.
We're just doing like a definition. The definition of sexual exploitation is any actual attempted or actual abuse of position of vulnerability, power, or differential trust for sexual gratification. Yes?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. So in accordance with the definition that you just agreed to, Donald Trump sexually exploited naked women and children.
Does it have to be from a position of power?
Yes. Position of power, vulnerability, or trust. Yes.
Vulnerability. So someone could be in the opposite position, and they're being exploited.
Right. I mean, if
Just
like for example, if like your boss tells you like, hey, do this for me, I'm your boss, you will get fired. That's gonna be exploitation.
But couldn't it happen between equals?
Couldn't it happen between equals?
Yeah, you said
yes.
the
Trust.
definition
Trust.
is within power. But couldn't it also happen between equals?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned vulnerability, power, or trust.
So is there any other position besides vulnerable, power, and equal? Is there like another category that I don't know of? Wouldn't that just be everybody?
Well, I'm just getting my definition. I'm getting my definition from UNHCR.
What is that?
It's going to be the UN Refugee Agency, and this is typically the typically agreed upon definition. Do you disagree with the definition or no?
I'm gonna push back a little bit on the stance that you said position of power, because I think it could happen between equals. Like I just said.
It can happen between equals. That's why there's also trust and vulnerability.
Well, then what I'm saying is, wouldn't that just be everybody? You're either superior, inferior, or equal. That's what I'm saying. Like that just describes everybody.
In terms of what?
In
terms of power?
No. I'm just saying that's just like a lot of words of just saying everyone.
Sure, sexual exploitation is going to be a broad spectrum. Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to be necessarily a position of power
I
You can be
never
equal,
said
right?
yeah, I never said you had to be in a position of power.
I thought that was your definition. Can you repeat the definition then?
Sexual exploitation means any actual or attempted abuse of position of vulnerability, differential power, or trust for sexual gratification.
Or maybe I just misunderstood that last part about power. Okay, but
You agree
that's
with
where
it?
well, I'm gonna push back on the power. I don't think it necessarily has to be power. It can be anybody. So you can be in any positional power.
My
whether you're
definition
into-
isn't saying that it has to be power.
Aren't you defining it using? Say it. Repeat it again. Maybe I'm not understanding it.
Sexual exploitation means any actual, like it has been done, or attempted abuse. Attempt, do you know what like attempt means?
Trying.
So it's any actual or attempted abuse of position of vulnerability, power, or trust
Power.
for
So
sexual
that's
purposes.
the part of that segment is what I'm.
But
what
it's
I'm
not.
pushing back.
It can. There doesn't have to be
Why
power.
is it in there?
There doesn't have to be power for it to be sexual exploitation. This definition is broad for a reason. Because a lot of things can be sexual exploitation. It doesn't have to be necessarily power. And my definition doesn't say it has to be necessarily power.
I think words have intention. So if they're in the definition, there's an intention behind it. They didn't just blindly put that in there. You see what I'm saying? Like that definition that you're using from that organization, there's a reason that they're using
Okay,
that.
what's your definition of sexual exploitation?
I mean, I'm not okay. I don't want a teacup, but we'll just go with that. I'm just going to push back if you're trying to use that as your reasoning for. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to say
I
that,
don't see what you're saying now.
Then
You're incoherent.
I just don't think. Okay, just continue on your argument.
What's your counter argument to my definition?
The last part about being inferior or a position of power.
Okay, what's your counter argument to that?
It can be anybody. It can be equal.
But
So it
my
can be
definition doesn't say it's strictly only if you have power over someone.
Let's just continue.
I think I think the chat is right. You're like maybe missing the commas. Like, do you want to see it?
Sure.
So this is where I'm getting it from. Can you see it like completely?
It's like the left side is a little cut out. But not limited to. Including but not limited to.
This is just
also,
these are just examples. The including but
Yeah,
not limited.
no,
These
this
are
is
just all
also-
examples. Yeah, those are all examples.
what organization is this again?
That's gonna be the UNHCR.
There it is. And let's go down to the citation portions in the footer. Let's see who funds them. No, keep going.
It doesn't matter who's. I'm asking you. The point of me showing you this. Why do you disagree with this definition?
Well, because it's based off an organization. What does the Webster
No.
Dictionary
Why
say?
do you disagree with this definition?
It's the portion about being in sexual purposes.
Why do you
Position of
disagree with these
vulnerability,
two sentences?
differential power or trust.
Yes, for sexual purposes or sexual gratification. So why do you agree? Why do you disagree with this definition right here? This one. Why do you disagree with it?
It was just the position of power. That's where I was. That I said it could be. Let's just continue.
So do you agree with my definition?
I disagree with the last part of that.
Why do you
definition.
disagree with it?
Because I don't think you have to be a definition of power.
My
It's a big-
definition
you're
doesn't
taking
say
it-
that.
But
My-
your definition is coming from an organization that I don't know.
It doesn't matter
who
where
is
it's coming
funded.
from.
Of course, it matters. That is people
It matters.
Who can,
It does not
anybody
matter where.
can
Hold
put
on.
up a website.
Hold on. It does not matter where it's coming from, as long as you and I both agree. And if we
Okay,
don't
what-
agree, you're gonna tell me why you disagree. But so far, you have been able to not provide me a reason why you disagree.
I told you the different powers
Differential
portion.
power, right?
Differential
but that's
powers
not,
is that
it doesn't. That my definition isn't saying you necessarily have to have power in order to sexually exploit someone. That's not what my definition is saying.
I do. I don't think they would put it in there if it had no intention. Brother. And it's also coming from an organization. Like,
Okay,
what is Webster?
what's wrong with the organization?
I don't know in them. I know nothing
You don't
about
even know
them.
the organization, so that's a dead. That point's dead in the water.
Well, doesn't move it either way.
I'm having a hard time understanding why my definition is flawed. It's a wide variety of issues that could be put in place with my definition.
Let's look at Webster. Look at Webster's dictionary. Well, just look at that. I mean, why not use that?
Okay, but why don't you agree with my definition? Wrong.
Because of the portion about being differential power. I don't agree with that. Yeah, I think that's.
So you're saying that people who are in power cannot sexually exploit others?
I'm not saying that.
So
I was
then
just
my
saying
definition is not flawed.
I don't think it has to be.
My definition doesn't say it has to be.
Then
Where does
why
it
do they
say?
even
Where in my
include it?
definition does it say it has to be?
I don't know what it is. Is it the same on Webster?
Give me 1 second. Searching it on my computer slow. Hold on. Why is it not popping? We're gonna go to Google. Y'all double tap that phone screen, hit that follow button if you haven't already. Top left corner. We have a Cliff Goal as well. Over there on YouTube, what's up? Hit that thumbs up. Sorry, I'm on Yahoo. For some reason, Yahoo doesn't. I don't know why. Fucking old ass computer.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Dictionary definition of sexual exploitation.
I haven't looked at my message, but Matrix. I'll look at it soon. Sorry, the guy in the comments. I'm trying to find him a job.
You're good. I don't even see Webster on like these options. I mean, I have the UNHCR, government, the Quebec. I have World Health Organization. Who a good source?
I don't know.
No, who says the exact same thing?
Yeah, the World Health Organization.
Yeah, the World Health Organization. Yeah.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
What relevance is that?
I'm
That's a
37.
pivot.
No. I'm just curious if your age during COVID. That's why.
University of Wisconsin. Let's see. Is that a good source?
Why not just use Webster? Is it not in the Webster?
Why can't you just tell me why like my definition
I'm willing
is
to
flawed?
go with your definition. Why do I have to be completely agreeant? Because I think you're going to use that as the standpoints of some basis of your argument. But just continue. Just show me your point.
So hold on.
Someone is saying they all say the same thing. Let's just go with it.
So you agree with my definition?
With the majority of your definition.
Okay. I don't know why you're just being like willfully dishonest right now. Because you're saying you don't agree with part of my definition, which is incoherent gibberish. Because you're saying you don't agree with part of my definition, which is incoherent gibberish.
I don't know why it's in there. I think it could be anybody, regardless of.
Blah 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 blah.
That's what you sound like right now, trying to argue with my definition when you can't provide an argument. So you agree with my definition, yes?
Hey, let's go with it.
So you agree with my definition?
Let's go with it.
Okay, so my definition is a definition that you are okay with using, yes?
Let's continue.
Okay. In accordance with the definition that I provided, Donald Trump sexually exploited naked women and children.
How do you know that children are what I don't know the pageant.
Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, and Miss Universe. Maria Delgado, who was 18 at the time, and Miss Teen USA said that there was some girls that were 14, 15, and 16 years old. This is corroborated with his admission of guilt, talking about his variety of pageants.
How do you know what he's referring to in that conversation?
He said
three different things, right?
Right. Yes. And
So how do you know what he's
because
talking
we have
about?
reports from all of them.
No, in the conversation that we specified, how do you know that he's referring to the underage one? Couldn't he be referring to the?
Because he's talking in
Yeah,
general.
but could he be referring to the pageants who are of age?
Okay, what about the victims that came out and said that there was some girls 14, 15, and 16 years old and he would walk backstage and they were naked?
I don't know anything about that. I have not seen anything. If you can cite your sources and send me credible data, I would love to take a look.
Maria Delgado, yeah. She's
I don't know
going
who
to be
that
my
is.
source. She's
Okay.
one of the victims.
I'm not informed about that, so I can't really speak on
Okay,
it.
sure.
So-
BuzzFeed did an interview with her around the election. Yeah, so BuzzFeed, I agree, isn't like the most trustworthy source, but an interview, it's not an interview. Them asking questions. There's nothing. It's what the victim is saying, and she says.
When did that happen? When did that interview occur?
When did that interview happen?
Yeah.
I believe in around the 2016 election. So we can agree that Donald Trump sexually exploited naked women and children. Yes.
I don't agree with that because
Okay,
I don't
why do
know
you
what
disagree?
context. Because I don't know what context he's saying in that conversation. He
Okay,
doesn't specify.
so part one. So then part one. You agree he sexually exploited women.
I can't be. You can't decide that either way, right? This is no point of like trying to.
Hold on. Okay, I'll dumb it down for you even further. He sexually exploited someone. Yes. He sexually exploited either women or little girls. Yes.
In what way? In what way was it sexual?
And therefore I'm inspecting it. You know, I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like
Incredible looking women while they're naked.
That has
and he
nothing to
gets
do
away
with
things like that.
sexuality, though, right? That's just attraction. There's a difference between sexual nature and admiring beauty.
Sure. I mean, children can't consent. So when I provided the argument that he either sexually exploited naked women or children cannot consent.
This is a really dumb topic, right? I mean, you're like, this is it. You can't prove it either way.
His admission of guilt.
Someone said these women were over 21. I don't know, right? Like
His admission of
if
guilt, you can
of
agree.
what?
His admission of guilt proves that he sexually
sexual?
exploited. He
How do
sexually
you-
exploited either
how do you
women
s-
or girls.
Okay, how do you see it as sexual?
Because he said that they're beautiful. He said that they were naked, and he gets away with things like that.
That's sexual? I don't see that as being sexual. He said they're beautiful. You can say like the nature is beautiful. Is that sexual? That's not, like, you know, beauty isn't necessarily sexual. There are certain elements where it can be, but it doesn't always have to be.
Okay, so now you're just
I don't
arguing
like your
that
definition.
now you're just arguing that men can go into women's only spaces. Yes.
I didn't say that.
So then you don't support Trump because he, as a man,
He
walked
said
into
he's
a woman's only
inspecting.
space.
I don't know what he's inspecting.
That's where the position of power comes in.
Position. See, there it is. So you're saying you're claiming he's using his ownership of the event to then gain access into parts of the facility that he owns?
Into dressing rooms, yes. That is my claim.
What is the dressing room? Do we know what that is like? Are they
So
getting
a dressing room is gonna be this dressing room is a women's only space where women get changed, put on clothes, and are naked. I don't know if you don't know what a dressing room is, but that's what a dressing room is.
Well, I don't know if everyone is. I don't know. See, I don't know enough to speak on that.
You
'cause
don't know what a
naked-
dressing room is?
I don't know what naked is necessarily.
Naked means you have no articles of clothing on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes?
Sure.
Cool. So they're naked, woman's only space, and it's a dressing room. No men are allowed in a woman's only dressing room, yes?
I don't know anymore, bud. Isn't
What
that
do you
one
mean
of
you
the hot
don't know?
topics? I think some
Before you go on to like, oh, trans people, stay on this topic, don't pivot. Okay, stay
I'm
on this
not
topic.
pivoting, brother. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
pivoting. I
yeah.
think you think this is a really
Sure.
I mean, I think you're grasping at things because of.
I'm grasping at his own
hatred.
admission of guilt.
But you're claiming it's sexual in nature. I'm saying that's arguable. It's
Okay,
not definite that that's
Provide the
sexual.
argument.
I'm just asking you what was sexual about it. You used beauty, naked, and what was the other one? Attractive as
He
being
gets
sexual
away.
in
He
nature.
gets away with things like that.
Okay, again. That's where I think this is where I was arguing before. You're really hung up on the abuse of power as being confirmation of sexual exploitation. I don't see anything that is, he said, that is definitively sexual in nature.
Okay, but you can agree. He, as a man, walked into a woman's only space and watched either women or girls naked without their consent. Yes.
Is it a women's only space?
Yes. No men were around.
because no men are around, I don't know if that definitely means women only space. We don't know what this facility looks like.
No
bro.
men were around. No men were allowed.
I
It,
would say
it
that-
was a woman's only space, and you can't prove otherwise. Prove me wrong.
Can you prove it was a woman only space?
Yeah,
Or just
there was
because
no men
women's
allowed. No
only?
men allowed. Yes.
No men allowed,
Yes.
or is it just a room full of? This is a really bad conversation, but like I don't really care about this topic. Let's talk about something else.
You don't
Like,
care about your
women.
president being a pedophile?
See, that is a like what? How do you get to that? Tell me how you get from this one claim into what you just said.
Watching children undress themselves.
How do you
Children
know
can't
it's
consent.
children, though, bud? We just
Because
went over
Maria
this-
Balgado, someone who was 18 at the time, that was in Miss Teen USA, came out and said that there were some girls as young as 14, 15, and 16 years old.
So her word,
Is
without-
corroborated with the admission of guilt of Donald Trump's, yes.
Okay, do you see that? Her testimony
Is
her
corroborated
interview,
with Trump's
You're
admission of
seeing
guilt.
that you're not even willing to even look into it any further than that is
Because
true.
it's corroborated with his admission of guilt.
But again, like what I said, that I don't see that as definitively sexual in nature, being beautiful, naked, and I don't know what the other thing was.
Okay, so then you find it fine that Donald Trump walked into a woman's only space to watch them
I
get
didn't
naked?
say it's fine. You can say that it's not definitively one way or another. Is it playing in the gray area? Probably. Would I do it?
It's
No.
not a
I
gray
would have a
area.
little.
I mean, first off, it's not a gray area. That's literally sexual
You don't
exploitation.
even know. Well, that's your opinion of it because I think you're. I don't think
tell
you
me
like
why
the
you
guy.
disagree with my opinion.
I just said it. I don't see it as. I don't see his comments being. I don't even see how you can say that was.
Hold on,
without-
this was a sexual conversation.
How?
My daughter is beautiful, Ivanka. She.
By the way, your daughter.
She's beautiful.
Can I say this? A piece of ass.
That's Donald Trump agreeing with Howard Stern, calling his daughter a piece of ass, by the way.
The last
Sexual.
couple of years, I go out with somebody, and she's like 21, and she's talking about, what are you doing? And she's studying algebra. And
So what?
And it's like, it was always embarrassing for me
Because
to walk
the
in. It's too
conversation
young.
was
30's like a
sexual,
perfect
and you're
age.
saying it wasn't
Absolutely, she has
sexual.
enough life experience.
Until she's 35.
This is about.
Shut up, shut up.
Too much life experience.
What is it at 35, Howard? It's called checkout time.
And you're probably, I would say, the greatest judge of beauty on this planet. In fact, I would create a TV show for you where all you did was just judge women.
Now, that may be the best idea of all.
It's a simple thing. It's a half hour, and we strip it out all over the
I would
country.
say I'm the all-time judge.
You own this pageant. You go over. You're meeting the girls. And that one of them comes up to you and says, "Mr. Trump, you're a very sexy man.
You're a beautiful man. You have fantastic hair.
Well, you're a powerful man, right? Right? You're a powerful man.
Right.
I want to sleep with you." Now, you're not the type that would say
Is
no.
that sexual?
That's not Trump's conversation.
But
It's not
the
Trump's
conversation
word,
is in regards to just the conversation is sexual. The conversation Donald Trump and Howard Stern are having is sexual. Yes.
Is this the same conversation?
Yes.
Is
We
that-
can bleep.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right. No, but I mean, you see a beautiful woman, you want to have that. You're
Well,
a
you
guy who
certainly
likes to
think
have
that.
everything, right?
Well, couldn't that be construed, however,
Same
as
conversation.
Conflict.
Yes.
I don't see it as a
It
conflict.
could be a conflict of interest, but it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
Oh, I see.
You tend to think about the conflict a little bit later on.
is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now, tell
Well,
me
I'll
what
tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
And then when Howard Stern says you're like a doctor, that's supposed to be like that's gonna be like a disgusting comment
his
as well. It's still part of the conversation that they're having.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay?
Someone else's
They're
words.
standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that.
So yes. So
Get away with things like that.
And also one more thing.
Men are. I would also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your. I'll go backstage.
Hello with vagina. And
Well, you could also.
girls,
This is what he
Mr.
responded.
Trump,
Him admitting to sexual exploitation was was a response to a sexual question. or to a sexual comment. Look.
Question is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina.
Trump says.
And,
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So
Howard
you
Stern
have
clarifies
Well, I'll tell you
this
the
is not a
funniest
joke,
is that I'll go.
and then that's Donald Trump admitting to sexual exploitation. So
Well,
I have provided you.
that's
I have
what it's
hold on,
said.
hold on. I have provided you all of the evidence that you need, that leads you to believe, and at least leads me and every person with common sense to believe that it was sexual. Howard Stern made a sexual comment. Donald Trump replied. Howard Stern clarified, "This is what you actually do," and then Donald Trump said, "Yes, this is what I actually do." That is sexual.
Is it possible for two people to be in a conversation and not be on the same page about it, like what we're doing right now?
Okay, so what you're just arguing now is that Donald Trump wasn't. He didn't say anything sexual.
I think, yes, I think he was really good at choosing his words. Now was the I forget his name. Was he trying to be? Yes, he's a radio host. He's trying to push the limits. He's trying to get the absolute, most information out of people so that they get attention. So that's his purpose. This is why he's pushing the limits. I think you're taking Howard Stern's words and somehow correlating it to.
Well, I'm not
Trump.
taking Howard Stern's words. I'm taking Trump's admission of guilt.
No, brother, you're using Stern's.
Did he not admit to walking backstage to a woman's only space without their consent while they were naked?
We don't know if it's woman only. Did he say?
He said there were no men around.
That doesn't mean it's woman only.
He said there were no men around, and he was allowed to be there.
This universe is typically all women. Pageants is female dominant. I don't know, like dads who would be doing that. Like it's primarily women.
Right, a women's dressing room where they get naked is a woman's only space. Yes.
But is it a dressing room? Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
He said he would go backstage,
which is not backstage.
Where do women get naked and undressed and dressed? Where do they typically do that?
Because I don't know what.
Where do they do that? Where do they do that?
He said
in a fucking women's dressing room. Yes.
There's a women's dressing room.
In a women's dressing rooms, women get naked and dressed. Yes.
Yes, but he didn't.
Yeah, thank you fucking very much. So yes, it's a dressing room that he's fucking talking about. Stop being such a dishonest fuck.
I'm not being dishonest.
You are. You're saying it wasn't a dressing room. You're saying the woman getting naked and dressed was not a dressing room. That's fucking incoherent, and you're a fucking dumbass.
Okay, well, but you're the one insulting me.
You lick the boot of a pedophile. You lick the boot of a pedophile.
I'm not.
You should probably have your hard drives checked too. You are a very concerning person for attempting to back a pedophile and defend every single action this pedophile does. You should have your hard drives checked.
Brother, you're the one who insulted me, so
I did insult you because you're a fucking dumbass. You are defending a pedophile. Dumbasses defend pedophiles. That's what they do.
I think
go ahead, try to defend a pedophile. Go ahead.
I see where you're going with it. I do think it's wildly irresponsible to throw that claim out. It's a horrendous act, and especially
go ahead,
the stretch that. Okay, but
go ahead.
I mean, is this where we're?
You're licking the boot of a pedophile. Go ahead. Go no. Continue licking the boots of a pedophile. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You want to talk about Iran?
No, continue licking the boots. No, we're not done until we agree or one of us concede. We're not gonna pivot. We're not gonna pivot until one of us concedes or
You're hung up on a comment.
I'm hung up on him being a pedophile.
You're
Yes.
literally taking what?
I'm hung up on him being a sexual exploiter.
Using more of Stern's commentary to generalize this theme of sexual, but Trump.
No, I'm using his own words.
Which are what?
Which are that he walked backstage to a woman's only place to watch naked women undress.
Is that what he said?
He said that he would walk backstage.
Women's only space.
Yes.
Let's see it. Let's hear it. There is a difference between mostly women being around.
Okay. Where do women get naked and dressed? Where?
Let's just see
where do women get naked and hold on. Where do women get naked and dressed? Where?
They can do it in their house.
Typically, where?
I don't.
Is there a set space for them? Is there a set space for them to do it in? Yes. Is there a set space for women? Okay, what is that? Okay, what is that set space for them to do it in? What is it? What is it called?
A bathroom.
Okay, a woman's only bathroom. Yes. In a woman's only changing room. Yes.
Is that what he said?
I'm asking you, yes or no.
Why is it my?
I'm asking you, yes or no.
My opinion.
I'm asking you, yes or no.
Sure, bud.
Because you lack the fucking common sense. Cool. So women getting changed, dressed, and naked typically happens in a women's dressing rooms or a woman's bathroom. Donald Trump said that they were getting changed and they had no clothes on, which they're naked.
Play the audio again, bud. Let's hear what he said. It's not my words. Let's just hear what he said. Is it a woman's only space? Did he say that?
Say hello with vagina. And,
well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
you're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes.
Hold on. Is that something hold on. Is that so? Did I hear something? Did I just hear something? Hold on.
Make sure that
you're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress is.
Say it again.
Hold on.
That doesn't mean women's only.
And therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm
inspecting what?
I want to make sure that everything is good.
He says dressing.
I want to make sure everything is good.
So if you listen very closely, he says dressing, and he cuts himself off. So let's listen. We'll do it at normal speed. Let's listen.
The owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
you're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dresses. Is everyone okay?
The dresses. I hear the dresses.
There. Yeah, the dresses. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes.
And then he says they're standing there with no clothes.
Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
That's his admission of guilt, but I don't know why you're defending a pedophile.
Again, I don't think that's sexual in nature, and I still think you haven't proven that it was a woman-only space. Your only determination is that no men are around. I think you're slightly stretching to fit your.
I'm sorry, I don't lick the boots of a pedophile.
Brother, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Based on what? Based on what? An audio that you're confirmed and
based on him already being a rapist. Based on his admission of being a rapist.
Let's talk about that.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you why I believe what he said and why he wasn't lying. Based on the fact that he's a rapist, he admitted to raping, and a credible accuser that was 14 to 15 years old that won a settlement with the Jeffrey Epstein estate also credibly accused Donald Trump of child rape. Okay? A credible accuser accused Trump of child rape. Okay?
What makes it credible?
Yes. Donald Trump's own department, Donald Trump's own administration found this accuser to be credible. Okay, so a credible accuser accused Trump of child rape. Not only that, his admission of guilt to this, his admission of guilt to rape,
and
the rape case.
That is not okay. Let's talk about. Let's be intentional with our words. Let's talk about Carol, E. Jean Carroll.
What's that to talk about, bud?
Okay, civil court found civilly liable based on what evidence?
Based on what? Yeah, a bunch of evidence. What evidence do you dispute? What evidence do you dispute?
There wasn't any physical evidence. It was solely testimony between Carol, her friend.
No evidence, or is that what you just said?
No physical evidence.
Well, I mean, there could have been physical evidence. So Donald Trump refused.
There
to
was
give
no
his DNA.
physical evidence
because Donald Trump refused to give up his DNA. Yeah.
To give up his DNA for what?
He refused to give up his DNA.
For what?
There was a dress that had
why
male
would you give your DNA
why would you give your DNA to clear yourself of said crime, right? So there was a dress that E. Jean Carroll presented to the court that had unidentified male DNA on it. And then the court's all like, "Hey, Donald Trump, you have a couple years to give us your DNA." And guess what? He didn't. And guess what? He did not submit his DNA until after.
Was that dress submitted into evidence?
Was it? Well, the dress was submitted to evidence, but the DNA wasn't, because what we know is that it was unidentified male DNA, but it wasn't actually corroborated with Donald Trump's DNA because he refused to give up his DNA for the
Love to
dress.
see what you cite your source, brother, because that is not what I have. I see the official documents only being the testimony, her friend's testimony, and the 2006 audio.
The dress was presented to the court, but it was never used because it couldn't be corroborated with Donald Trump's DNA. That's what I just said. It was presented to the court, but it was never used because it could not have been corroborated. That's what I just said, bud. That's tracking error number 1.
But that's not it's not evidence, right? It's not submitted as
I never
evidence.
said, did I say it was evidence?
That's what I was asking.
Well, hold on. I'm simply pointing this out because you said that there was no physical evidence, and I'm giving you a reason as to why there was no physical evidence.
That proves
Because
his
he refused.
guilt?
No, there's a bunch of evidence. You haven't given me a piece of evidence you dispute, bud.
How about they created the Survivors Act in May?
Is that a piece of evidence? Yes or no?
It was the.
That's not a piece of evidence. Try again.
Hang on, brother.
No,
do
try
you know
again.
what the
Try again.
the Survivors Act is?
Try again.
Let me
Try again.
That was the
Try
only
again.
reason she
Try
was
again.
able
Try
to
again. Try
file
again. Try again. No. Try
a
again.
case that happened
Try
over
again.
30
Try
years.
again. Try
But
again.
you're saying that
Try
testimony
again.
Blah
of a
blah blah
situation.
blah 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 blah
This is-
blah.
Are you
Blah
done?
blah blah.
Do you know
Are you
what
going
the
to stop
Survivors?
pivoting? Hold on. Are you going to stop? Oh, I guess you're not going to stop
Pivoting
pivoting.
what? This is not pivoting, brother. This has to
Blah
do with
blah
the
blah
case.
blah 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 blah
It was
blah
the
blah.
only way
Okay,
she was
we're
able
not-
to file.
Yeah. So what was the question I asked you? What evidence in the case do you dispute? That's the question I asked you. Yes, we're
Do I
talking about the
dispute?
case,
Yeah,
but we're
about
talking
how
about specific.
testimony.
Hold on. So either say you don't have an answer, say you don't know any evidence, or tell me the evidence, or else we're not going to talk about anything else. I'm not going to allow pivot.
Eyewitness testimony of a situation that happened over 30 years
Okay,
ago.
who was this witness testimony that you dispute?
E. Jean Carroll and her friend.
Her friend.
And
What was the
anybody's
friend's name? What was the
memory of
friend's
what
name?
happened
What was
30
the
years
friend's
ago.
name? What was the friend's
I
name?
have no idea.
Okay,
No
you don't know
idea.
anything about the case. You don't know anything about
I
the
don't
evidence
know
presented.
anything about the case
You
because I
couldn't give
don't
it.
know her
Hold on.
name.
I asked you to give me a piece of evidence that you dispute, and you said
I just said
a
it. Testimony.
Okay, what
That
was
was the-
what was the testimony? Who gave the testimony? How was it corroborated?
I said E. Jean Carroll and her friend.
Okay, yeah, her friend. What was her friend's name?
I don't. That's even.
Okay,
bro,
what
this is-
friend? What testimony did her friend
How
give?
is that essential
what,
to
what
the
testimony? What testimony did her friend give?
her account of what happened 30 years ago.
What was the account that happened?
What? Why does that matter?
You don't know the
I'm-
account
I'm
that
like-
happened.
I'm asking
you
why
don't
does
even know
that
the account that
specific-
happened.
Of something that happened over 30 years ago. That's credible.
You don't know
credible
the
evidence?
account that happened.
I
Yes?
don't care what it is, brother.
Okay,
Like
so now you're just saying you don't care about the evidence. Get the fuck off my live stream. Broccoli here. W. Anthony being funny for once in his life. Ha ha ha. That was gross. Yeah, you're telling me. I deal with him all day. See what Jeff has to offer. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I put on your favorite song.
Hello?
Sorry, it's
No,
my
you're
daughter.
good. You're good. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Why is that?
His like actually implementing laws. That's it.
He's implementing laws? What kind of laws do you like? What do you mean?
Federal.
Okay, which ones?
All of them.
Like?
Every single federal law. So immigration laws.
What about immigration do you support?
Education laws.
Hold on, let's talk about
Military
immigration.
laws.
What about immigration do you support?
No illegal immigrants in the country.
What's going to be the benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants?
I mean, less Medicaid taxes paid, less
That's hold on, that's false.
welfare. or
Undocumented
SNAP.
undocumented immigrants don't qualify for any federal benefits. That's the law. Legally, they do not qualify for federal benefits.
You know that's been disproven, right?
No, yeah, how, who, and how, and when?
Who, how, and when? How old are you?
That's
You
a
like
pivot.
18,
That's
sitting in your bedroom?
Well, that's pivot number one. Who, how, and when was it disproven by?
What do you? Are you serious?
You said that
You want me to go on TikTok right now and disprove you, and just pull up the report right now?
Yeah, I don't
right
want
now.
TikTok. I want a source.
No. I've already heard you, dude. This is what you do. Don't rile
Ask for
people up.
sources.
Okay, the federal government.
Federal government, yeah. The
Okay,
law
okay,
that
go to
undocumented immigrants.
Doge.
The
Okay,
Doge?
I'm telling you. Yeah, go to Doge.
What about Doge? Doge?
No. Go to Doge and look up how many people are sitting on Medicaid that are not legal and who have been kicked off.
Okay. Are you just saying that there's fraud within like Medicaid?
No. Just go look. You asked me. Go look right now.
What's the title?
Instead of speaking
What's
fast.
the title?
What are you talking about? You can just type it into Google.
Doge.gov? What's the title?
No. Type it into Google, and I want to see what you do, because you want to be this little guy that just talks fast.
I can talk
I
slow
know your
for you.
shit.
I can talk slow for you. I don't
That's
mind.
fine. I can talk shit
Doge.gov.
too.
I'll just do it on this laptop so that we can see. So I'm on Doge.gov. Where do I go from here, man?
All right. Sure.
Yeah, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here?
Well, I can't really see it. It's half the screen. I'm just looking at
Sorry.
your chubby face.
Sorry. There's that. Where do I go from here?
All right. Is there a search button?
Okay. Savings, spend, workforce, regulations, and join.
I would say savings.
Savings. That's spend. Savings. Cool. Okay. Where do I go from here?
I mean, I don't know. That's great. Medicaid related. Medicare. It would be Department of Health Human Services.
That's all this shows, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
I know you can't find it, right?
Yeah, I can't find your source. Yes.
Okay. So tell me, if you can't find my source, how can you tell me my source is wrong?
Because you don't have a source.
Do you have a source?
The federal law. Do you want me to give you the actual statute? It's 1996. Which law?
Can I give you just like a bit of background? Do you know what DACA is?
Sure.
Or like Dreamers?
Sure.
Okay. Illegal kids and parents in blue states primarily, where I recruited in Oregon. They were illegal.
Okay.
What were they? Okay, so what medical benefits were they on, and what social benefits were they on?
Well, they weren't on any like federal benefits because they don't qualify for
Yeah, they
federal benefits.
damn were.
Well, the personal responsibility
What
and work.
state?
Hold on.
What state are you in?
The personal responsibility and work opportunity Reconciliation Act in 1996 does not allow for undocumented immigrants to qualify.
Yeah, it
for
doesn't
federal
allow.
benefits.
Doesn't mean that sanctuary.
Thank you.
Sanctuary cities.
So federally, which you just agreed to, undocumented immigrants don't qualify for any federal benefits. Period. You just agreed to that.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
That's what I'm asking. What state are you in?
I'm not gonna start talking on a state by state basis. I don't care what California or Texas does.
Oh.